Am I the asshole for telling a pregnant woman to sit on the ground instead of giving her my seat?
Yes.
Initially?
Instantly. Yes. No need to
Alright.
continue. We're done.
Let me get
Thank you for coming to this episode.
My nephews both graduated from high school this morning, and I wanted to sit up front, so I camped out in front of the entrance. I brought my folding camping chair and my headphones to listen to my show.
Okay.
About 40 minutes before the school would let us inside, a pregnant woman got next to me since somebody let her in line. I assume her partner. She asked me within 5 minutes, politely, if she could have my chair, as she was going to have trouble standing the whole time.
What? Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take back my statement. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Wait, there's more.
Getting a little crazy.
There's more. I said no. Sorry, I needed more. I have bad feet and knees, and went back to my things.
Okay.
She asked me again within 2 minutes, and the answer was the exact same. She, however, got a little mad at me and said that she was going to be struggling the whole time and asked her partner to tell me. He asked me himself, and might I say, he asked politely.
Mm-hmm.
And I again responded and said, sorry, but I need more. And I suggested that she could wait in their car or just sit on the ground. At this point, the husband directly called me an asshole, but he left me alone.
Okay.
Am I the asshole?
No, absolutely not. Like, how are you going to... Okay, for somebody to come in to your space, right? Knowing that you've prepared for a long stay at a line, right? I didn't know it was going to be a lineup involved. Sorry, all the pregnant women out there. I really have no beef with y'all. Like, nothing. But for her to know that she was going to be out there for a long time and then to just see the first chair she saw and just try and homage it like that, no. Where's the entitlement like coming from? Like, who are you? Do I know you? You're a stranger. And not only that, but like you should be aware when you're pregnant that you can't stand for certain periods of time. So don't make plans to. How dare you? How dare you try and make that my problem now that you couldn't realize that you have limitations now that you're carrying another human being? Is that too hard to understand?
Yo, you sound like a
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. You can't like you're coming to. It's like you're coming to a long wait of a lineup. Like there's certain things that I'd understand. Like if this was just oh, my feet are tired. I've been standing for a long time, and that was the only chair she saw. Like I need to sit for just 2 seconds just to catch my breath or whatever. Yeah. Hell yeah, go ahead, sit down for 5 minutes. That's fine. But for you to come and say now, I want to use your chair that you brought all the way here for the entirety of our stay because I'm pregnant. Fuck off. Are you kidding me? Get the hell out of my face, bro.
But I think something important.
I wish you a great
something
pregnancy.
Important to note is he actually needs the chair too.
That's whatever.
No,
that could be that.
Because personally, for me, like I would if I was first in line and
if you were him, would you do that?
It depends. Like okay,
no knee problems, no leg problems,
no knee problems.
You're just there with your chair.
I would. But let me think about it. Let me tell you like this. I would, but internally I would be pissed off. But I understand, even though it was bad planning on her part. Like I'm not gonna sit here and state you're 100% right. Like being somebody who is pregnant, you obviously need a break and you need to sit down. And you didn't come prepared. That's not my problem.
Exactly.
Yeah. But in reality, I don't know if because he has knee problems, but since I don't know how I would feel terrible as a person personally if I just let a pregnant woman stand and me who's in perfect health condition to just.
I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna act like a complete piece of shit and say I'm just gonna let a pregnant woman stand next to me. I would definitely give her the opportunity to have a seat. Yeah. But it's not. You're not gonna homage my chair for the entirety of us being here. That's not gonna happen. We're gonna come to some kind of conclusion or understanding where it's like you sit for this amount of time. I'm going to take my seat for this amount of time. Knee problems aside, like I brought my chair here for a reason and you're now trying to act entitled. You can't get upset when I say no. Yeah. That's the real problem here. It's like you can't get upset when somebody says no when you want to use their property. It just doesn't work like that. That's
and to the point, the husband, she could have sat in the car. Yeah. Like it's not like he could have been here and she could have came later,
Another thing too, like where in the world do they wait in line for graduation?
I don't know.
Like that's the most.
Well, first of all, we came from a school with only 200 people.
They're trying to get people to come to the graduation, and we were. What are you talking about?
But I think like a school that has 1,000 people, I think it makes sense if you stand in line.
Wait in line?
Yeah.
Wow, man, where are they going? Yale?
They probably be.
Nigga, what the fuck?
But
crazy.
To that point, like I just feel, the thing. At the end of the day, I would give her my seat because I don't.
For the entirety.
Probably.
Wow, you're a good
But
guy. You're a good guy. I wouldn't do it for the entire.
I think it's the entitlement that she kind of felt like, I'm pregnant.
Yeah,
I
she's like,
deserve to see.
yeah, it's like I deserve, and on top of that, getting upset when you don't get your way. It's
Yeah,
like how dare you?
This
You know
is
what I mean?
my property.
Yeah.
If I was to say yes or no to you,
Mhm.
it is about my decision. You know, like it's me that makes that decision at the end of the day. You just because don't get me wrong, I understand the difficulties of being pregnant, and
Mhm.
you know, but the thing is, your bad planning doesn't equate to you having say over my property.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
You
it's
know?
like just because you didn't plan right for this doesn't mean that my time has to be
Yeah.
bad, you know? And I'll give you an example of what I mean by entitlement, right? When I used to travel DT to go to work, I used to take the train all the time, right?
Yeah.
And when I come back, or like when I'm coming back, I'm usually with the commuters who are going back the 5 p.m. rush, right?
Mm.
That 5 p.m. rush, there was, and you know me, fam, I've been having these knee problems for a long time now, right? So I try my best nowadays, if I'm in a long journey, to find a seat, you know, because I truly and honestly can't stand for as long as I used to, right?
Yeah.
So in that 5 p.m. commute coming back, majority of the time, I would get on and the rush wouldn't be there yet, right? So
Mhm.
I'd be able to find a seat first, right? But then a couple stops would go by, and then like a St. George or like a interconnect station would come, and then a huge
Yeah, a
rush
lot
of people would come in, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, elderly people would come in on the train, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they would first instantly look at me, right? They would instantly look at me. They're like, "Yo, you look blessed, bro. Can I get that seat?" Right?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I have knee problems. I can't stand for as long as I would like to, right?
Yeah.
But majority of the time, I used to hug that. I used to be like, "All right, this person needs it more than I knew right now. Let me give them this seat," right?
Yeah.
But it's not because that they asked me to, and it's their right that they need to sit there. It's because I'm thinking in my head, this person cannot stand for the entirety of this trip,
Yeah.
and I can, right? So I'm gonna give them, and this is not even my seat, you know. This is just a seat I chose, right? So I'm not entitled to this, you know. And they're obviously not entitled. This is just a decision, you know. It's a friendly exchange, and I'm okay with giving them that seat or that opportunity to sit down in that scenario. But when you come to a planned thing, right, where people know that they're going to be out there for a long time, and some people, me being included in this scenario, have brought seats for that, and then you want to come and just homage it just because you're you.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
You're not doing that?
That doesn't make any sense to me. And like I said, I would compromise with the girl and be like, "Yo, you're pregnant. You can sit for a certain amount of time for sure." But I'd still need to let her know that this is my chair and I'm going to use it.
What did you feel? Okay. In like, if you're making a plan, that makes total sense.
Mhm.
But wouldn't you feel like kind of bad if you were, your time's up? Let me sit down.
Nah, man. The second, yo,
you have like your iPhone timer up?
Yo, bro, I have a clock on my knee nowadays. All right, it tells me. It tells me when I need to sit. And yo, you could be having quadruplets. I don't care, bro. My knee says it's time to sit. It's time to sit. And I brought my kursi. How dare you? Get out of my face, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, that's funny.
With all due respect, I wish you a great, happy, safe birth.
Yeah,
that's all.
You're not sitting down though.
Not only that too, like you can't sit on the floor.
You can.
Ground's right there.
Nah, I would.
I'm joking.
I would.
I'm going too far. I'm going too far, though. I got love for a pregnant woman, man. I'm not a piece of shit. Maybe like knowing the scenario, maybe I'd probably give her like 80-20% chair time.
You know, for 20 minutes.
I mean, I'll sit for the 20%. She'll sit for the 80%. You know, it's cool. But like that 20% where I'm sitting, I'm gonna be grounded like.
Come on, she's on the ground.
You like standing, eh?